Okay, so I'm going to go over the motivational flyer design using Canva assignment in Module 6. So we're going to be creating a simple motivational flyer for the public using the website canva.com. So you can log in with Canva with either Facebook or Gmail, or you can create your own custom Canva login. I typically just use Facebook because I think it's easy, but you have to be previously logged into Facebook to log in quickly. And luckily with Canva, it works really well on the phone. So if you want to do this on your phone, it should work out pretty well for you. If you have an iPad, that works really well too. So the message of your flyer should provide helpful information or facts about the coronavirus. You can, provide information on how to wash your hands properly, or it can just be a general message of hope. You can also provide interesting facts about the virus as well. You can include some tips on how to deal with social distancing or mental health issues. And any information about the vaccines is also helpful or a good topic as well. Or if you want to pretend that you're creating a sign for the public for like a store, like masks are required in this area, please, or you could even create one about how to wear a mask properly, like anything having to do with the coronavirus, basically, that's helpful and motivational for people and just positive. Basically just provide some info or helpful advice centered around the difficult situation the coronavirus outbreak has put us in. Create a custom design from scratch or choose a flyer template. So if you choose the pre-made flyer template, just make sure that you customize your flyer template enough to make it look like your own. So that means changing the colors, changing the fonts and the text to be your own text that you've come up with, bringing in your own elements, just customizing it. I don't want you to just use a template and be like, okay, I'm just going to turn that in as a grade. You have to change the colors to make it look like your own design. You have to add in your own text that you've come up with. I want you to bring in an image, an outside image of some sort. This is really fun, so don't think that this is hard. You can bring in your own images from a previous Google search or stock photo websites, or use the preloaded ones that are already in Canva. I'll show you how to do that in a little bit. Make sure you use at least 2 elements in your design, and make sure you choose a free option for your elements. You can hover over the elements that Canva has that you can quickly click on to bring into your canvas, and they will tell you when you're hovering if they're free or with the Pro plan. And then I want you to download a PDF file and upload that in Brightspace for a grade. So make sure you download the PDF, and you can watch this video down here. If you're already watching it, you found it, but to complete the assignment. So I'm going to show you a little image here. This is the Keep Calm and Carry On. It's a motivational poster produced by the British government in 1939 in preparation for World War II. It was basically to raise the morale of the British public, they were threatened with mass air attacks on major cities during the Blitz that the Nazis, they would send out their planes and bomb. And so the British government put this out, Keep Calm and Carry On, as a motivational flyer for the public. And it was posted all over Britain to kind of just get people to focus on keeping calm and carrying on with their lives. So this is I'm doing a little bit of a spin-off of this. You don't have to do any kind of a spin-off of a historical poster yourself. I just decided to do that because, the coronavirus situation it's somewhat similar to a war in a way. Maybe obviously less violent, but definitely scary like a war would be. And so I remembered this design because it's kind of iconic, and so I was like, well, maybe I'll just do kind of a spin-off of that for my motivational flyer design. So let's go to Canva. Let's go to canva.com, log in. It always wants to do this with me, but you can log in with Facebook or Gmail, or you can create your own Canva login that's custom. So if we go to create a design up here, you can go to flyer, and this is the size that we're going for. So this is where things get a little tricky. I think it's going to be really attempting for people to use the the COVID-19 flyer pre-made templates, which is down here. There's about, I'd say 40 of them in here, maybe somewhere around there. But I am going to be checking your designs. If you did use one of these templates, like I said, you need to be customizing and changing all of the colors. You need to be changing the text. You need to be changing this, you know, like, so this has an image in it. You need to be changing out this image. You need to be, you know, changing things, deleting things, you know, adding in, you know, Northern Montana Hospital's logo here or something, you know, like, I mean, I would suggest maybe shying away from these because it's just a little too easy to make it too close to what, and that's really make it too close to the pre-made templates, which was not in here before. This is actually relatively new that they added these in. So I would suggest not going with these and maybe just starting from scratch, or either just using a different template altogether, because you need to be coming up with your own ideas. So I am going to be checking to see if you are using these. I can easily go in and see if you've used them. So definitely, you know, you can use these other flyer designs. I suggest doing that. And then, you know, before you even come in here, come up with like a general idea of what you want to do with your particular message. And it can be super simple if you want, but you can use any of these other templates and just customize that. And that's probably going to be better for you, because if I notice that you used one of these and didn't customize it enough, that's going to affect your grade, obviously, right? So this is the templates section. This is the upload section. You can upload media here from your device, from Facebook, Instagram, those kinds of things. Here's photos. You can actually search for, you know, dog. You can find free photos. If you hover over them, they tell you if they're free or not. This is the elements section. So, you know, we have frames. We do have shapes, lines, different kinds of lines. You can bring in borders, you know, gradients. You can X out to clear your search. There's also like some featured here, frames. Stickers I would shy away from because they're animated, and this is not an animated design. There's some gradients. There's also coronavirus graphics, so you can bring in images of doctors. They have syringes, hearts, like different, you know, lab type things. So any of these will work really well in your own custom design. Text, you can bring text in, a heading here, subheading. They have pre-made text, which is actually pretty nice to bring in and just use. Some font pairs, you know, 2 pairs of fonts that are different, that contrast with each other and look good together. So easy to bring those in and customize the text. So you click on it, bring it in, and then you can change that. You can highlight it and change it. So I'm just going to go ahead and just delete this because I didn't mean to bring that in. Oh, well. Okay, and then so audio, we're not going to be using that. Videos, we can change the background here, and we're not using any of these. So anyways, background, I'm actually going to bring this background in. And if you just click on it, it'll bring it in. And then we can actually go into elements, and this is where we can find shapes. So I'm going to X out of this coronavirus. And then we can scroll up to the top and go to shapes. And then this is free, so I'm going to click on it. And I'm just going to size it by grabbing the white area. Okay, great. So this will kind of be the background. I can change the color of any shape or illustration that I bring in by clicking here. And I'm going to go with this really bright color. And then there's other things around here. So when you're in here, you might just, you know, you're clicked on an element, you might want to just look around and see what's here. So this would mean trashing it. This is locking it. This is adding a, you know, duplicating this box that we have highlighted, the pink box. I'm going to change the transparency though. So I'm just going to bring it down to like 74 or something. Okay, so that's that. I'm going to X out of that. Maybe I'll bring in a line just for fun. One that I like, and then we can actually change the color of that. So maybe I'll make it like yellow or something because that sticks out nicely on the. Maybe I'll just kind of use that as a frame. I can always duplicate it by pushing this button, and then we can kind of just bring it down. I'll have it up at the top and the bottom maybe or something, and I want to center it, so I'm just gonna wait until it tells me I'm centered. It'll give me this pink line down the middle when something's centered. So that's a good start. So let's go to text. I'm just going to click on this because this is a pretty bold font right here. Keep calm and carry on is all uppercase. So I'm just gonna, there's no punctuation on it either. So caps lock, keep calm and carry on. I think carry on is on one line. So I'm just going to bring everything down. I'm going to highlight it and then come up here. This is the font size. I'm going to try and get carry on one. There we go. And then we can change the alignment by clicking on this button. I want to make it centered, so something like that. It's pretty good. And then it's grouped together. As you can see, there's kind of a dotted line. So we can ungroup, and then I can grab this other text box and push delete on my keyboard and delete that. And then we can also make further adjustments to this text by highlighting it all. And I kind of want to do, what's this? No. We can change the color here, text color, we can make it white. We can put an effect on it if we want to, like, you know, make it glow or like, you know, neon-y or something. Maybe I'll do that with this. I'll use the glitch. This is the spacing, which I wouldn't mind changing that just a little bit, because it's, this font is just, you know, line spacing, letter spacing. I'll try to get carry on one just to kind of mimic the original design a little bit more. Oops, because the original, oh no, maybe it isn't. It's all on one line. Okay, never mind. I'll just do that then. Okay, that's looking pretty good. I want room for my graphics. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna bring in a photo from a Google search. So, or just a search online, whatever. So Google is my default browser. So I'm gonna look up crown, go to images, and kind of scroll down and try to find a crown that I like. I'm gonna find a crown that is on a white background. This one's not bad, so I'll click on that. And then we can do a control click on it, or a right click if you're on a PC. If you're on a Mac, control click works. And then save image to downloads. So that went into my downloads folder. If we open that up, it's in my downloads. It's named this, kind of weird, but .jpg. Okay, and then we'll open up another background, another window, and let's go to remove background. So just search for remove background. Here we go. So remove background.bg, remove.bg is what I mean to say. So upload that crown image that we found into there, and then download it, and that'll re-download into your downloads folder without anything in the background. So it took out that white background for me super fast. So remember to use an image. If you want to do this technique, use an image with a white or solid background so that the remove background website can really do a good, quick job of removing the background. So we're going to go to uploads. This is where we bring in our own photos. Uploads device, from my device, which is my computer. Here's that image of that crown that I removed the background on. And that's going to bring that in to the upload area. And then if I want to bring it onto my canvas, I just need to click on it. So here we go. So that's pretty close to what we have here. I can just put it like up here though instead. Maybe it'll pop up over the line a little bit, and then maybe we'll nest the line in. I push shift to get both of them at the same time. And now I'm using my keyboard. And I'm going to use my keyboard to kind of position this down a little bit. Maybe I'll bring it all the way down. And then I'm going to bring in an image of the virus to wear the crown, just as kind of like a funny little idea, I guess. Under elements, they do have viruses that you can bring in. If I search for virus, you know, they have all of these different virus images that we can use. Some of them are kind of funny, like this one. Some of them are with the Pro plan though, and we can't use them unless we pay for them. But I think maybe I'll just use this purple one. I kind of wanted one with maybe a face on it. But these are kind of ugly, so I don't really want to. Oh, this one's kind of cute, but it's okay. This one might work actually. So, and so I want to position him underneath the crown. So we're going to go to position backward, and so now it kind of appears that he's wearing the crown. And I can change his colors, the color of this little guy up here. Maybe I'll make this like something that will match my design a little bit better. Maybe the yellow, since I already have yellow in my design. And we can make the black like not black. Maybe it can be like a nice soft purple color or something that matches a little bit nicer, or looks a little bit better. I think the purple worked pretty well, so I'll go back to that. Yeah, so there's our virus guy. That's looking pretty good. We can, you know, even change the color of his eyes if we want. So yeah. That is basically what I'm looking for in a nutshell. And then you just go to download, and then we can do PDF print. So I want a PDF. PDF print is great, and push download. And then that'll download into your downloads file folder, and you can actually upload on a Brightspace for a grade, that PDF that you download. Something might pop up, but eventually you will get it downloaded. So yeah, that's the design we came up with.